Imagine a bustling film set. Actors, props and lights meticulously arranged, each playing a crucial role in bringing a story to life. Now, envision yourself as the director of this intricate production. But instead of a film set, you're orchestrating a 3D scene. This is where render, layers and passes come into play, offering unparalleled control over every aspect of your digital masterpiece. In the realm of 3D animation, achieving photorealistic or stylized results hinges on a deep understanding of light, materials, and how they interact. Render layers and passes are powerful tools that empower artists to manage complexity, enhance efficiency, and unlock a new level of creative control. Think of render layers as separate compartments within your 3D scene, allowing you to isolate and manipulate different elements independently. This granular control is essential for achieving specific effects and streamlining your workflow. Render passes, on the other hand, delve deeper, capturing specific data about your scene, such as light interactions, surface details, and depth information. This information is invaluable during compositing, enabling you to fine-tune individual aspects of your image with surgical precision. By mastering render layers and passes, you're not just creating an image, you're crafting an experience, a symphony of light and form that captivates the viewer's imagination. This essay will guide you through the intricacies of these essential tools, providing insights and techniques to elevate your 3D workflow to new heights. Before diving into the technicalities of render layers, let's understand their fundamental purpose organization. Imagine working on a complex 3D scene with numerous objects, materials, and lighting setups. Without a structured approach, managing these elements can quickly become overwhelming. Render layers provide the solution, allowing you to divide your scene into logical groups, making it easier to manipulate, adjust, and refine individual components. Object layers, as the name suggests, allow you to group objects within your scene. Let's say you're creating a still life with a bowl of fruit, a glass of water, and a tablecloth. You can create separate object layers for each element, one for the fruit, one for the glass, and one for the tablecloth. This separation allows you to easily hide, show, or apply specific render settings to each group without affecting the others. Material layers, separating surfaces. While object layers group objects, material layers focus on the materials applied to those objects. Imagine your fruit bowl scene again. You might have different materials for the apple, orange, and grapes within the bowl. By assigning each fruit material to a separate material layer, you can fine-tune the appearance of each fruit independently during rendering. Lighting layers, illuminating possibilities. Lighting is paramount in 3D rendering, and lighting layers provide unmatched control over how light interacts with your scene. Let's say you have a key light, a fill light, and a rim light illuminating your fruit bowl. You can create separate lighting layers for each light source. This allows you to adjust the intensity, color, or even disable individual lights during rendering, offering immense flexibility in shaping the final look of your image. By effectively utilizing these different types of render layers, you transform your 3D scene from a chaotic jumble of elements into a well-organized, manageable workspace, empowering you to focus on the creative aspects of your project. The power of render, layers, flexibility, efficiency, and artistry. The true power of render layers lies not just in organization, but in the trifecta of benefits they offer: flexibility, efficiency, and creative control. Let's explore each of these advantages in detail. Flexibility. Render layers provide unparalleled flexibility in manipulating and adjusting your scene. Need to change the material of an object without affecting the rest of the scene. Simply adjust the settings within the corresponding material layer. Want to experiment with different lighting setups? Toggle between lighting layers to compare and contrast the results effortlessly. Efficiency. By isolating specific elements, render layers streamline your workflow, saving valuable time and computing resources. Imagine rendering a complex scene with numerous light sources. By separating lights into individual layers, you can choose to render only the layers necessary for a particular shot or effect, significantly reducing render times. Creativity render layers empower artists to push creative boundaries, enabling them to achieve unique looks and effects that would be challenging or impossible with traditional rendering methods. For instance, you can create a surreal image by compositing different lighting layers with varying blending modes, resulting in an ethereal and captivating visual. In essence, render layers act as a bridge between technical precision and artistic vision, allowing you to fine-tune every aspect of your 3D creations with ease and finesse. Render passes, diving deeper into image data. While render layers excel at organizing and manipulating elements within your scene, render passes take a deeper dive, providing access to the raw data that makes up your final image. Think of it this way. Render layers are like organizing your ingredients before the cooking, while render passes are like separating the dish into its individual components after it's cooked. Imagine you're looking at a stunning photograph. You see the subject, the background, the play of light and shadow. Now imagine being able to isolate and analyze each of these elements separately. The color of the subject without any shadows, the direction of light without the subject, the distance of objects from the camera. This is the power of render passes. Render passes are separate images, each containing specific information about your 3D scene. These passes can include data about light interactions, surface details, object IDs, and much more. By rendering these passes individually, you gain granular control over the final image during compositing, allowing for precise adjustments and creative manipulations that would be impossible with a single flattened image. In the next section, we'll delve into some of the most common render passes and explore how they unlock a new dimension of control over your 3D renders.